Good morning, children. Welcome back. Today we are continuing the chapter Cell Structure and Function. In this module, we are discussing about cell organelles. We have studied already cell organelles are small structures present in the cytoplasm of the cells. Small structures present in the cytoplasm of the cells are called cell organelles. There are various cell organelles. Mitochondria, vacuole, plastids or chloroplast, Golgi bodies, endoplasmic reticulum, ribosome, centrosome, centriole, cilia and phyla. All these we are going to discuss their functions. Now mitochondria, if I draw the structure of mitochondria is a rod-shaped structure, organelle. Rod-shaped organelle, ROD. They have two membranes, the outer membrane and the inner membranes. Okay, the outer membrane and the inner membrane, and there is a fluid inside. The main function of mitochondria is to oxidize the food. Oxidize means breakdown of food in the presence of oxygen. Breakdown of food in the presence of oxygen and releases carbon dioxide, water and energy. So, mitochondria releases energy from the food. Clear? Hence, mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell. Mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell. Why mitochondria are called the powerhouse of the cells? Mitochondria oxidize or break down the food in the presence of oxygen and releases energy, carbon dioxide and water. This energy is released from the food in mitochondria. And this energy is stored in ATP. ATP. What is the full form of ATP? Adenosine triphosphate. This is because of this reason mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell. Clear? Everybody is clear? So why mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell? Because mitochondria oxidize food and releases energy and store energy ATP. This is why mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell. So in all organs, for all cells, the energy is released in mitochondria from food. Okay? Right. So mitochondria is over. Now vacuole. Vacuoles are sac-like structure. What is this sac? Sac means small cavity. Sac-like structure which store food, waste and water. Okay? Vacuoles are sac-like structures which store food, waste and water. Food, waste and water. Hence, these vacuoles. Vacuoles are large in size in plant cell, whereas in animal cell they are very small. So, what is the point about the vacuole? Vacuoles are sac-like structure storing or containing food, waste and water. Food, waste and water. In plant cell there is a large vacuole at the center, whereas in animal cell the vacuole is very small or even absent. Got it? Clear? Yes. Now we are coming to the third organelle, plastids. Plastids are organelles present in plant cells only. Okay? Plastids provide different colors to the plant. Red color, brown color, yellow color, rose color, even green color. The plastids with green color is called chloroplastids. What is the green pigment present in the plastids, chloroplastids? Chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is the green pigment. So chlorophyll containing plastids are called green plastids or chloroplastids. Now, chloroplastids contain some materials like this, and it is you will study that when you have class. You know, chloroplast is the site of photosynthesis. Chloroplast help in photosynthesis and synthesis of food. During photosynthesis, what is synthesized? Food is synthesized. So, chloroplast help in photosynthesis in plants. So, it is very important. Okay. So chloroplast is present only in the plant cell. Okay, green pigment, green coloring plastics. Now, next one is Golgi bodies. You know, Golgi bodies are bodies. Golgi bodies like it appears like that. Golgi bodies are structures which secrete lipids or enzymes, which produces lipids or enzymes. They secrete lipids or enzymes. So what the Golgi bodies secrete? Golgi bodies secrete lipids and various enzymes. Okay? Right. Now the next one is endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum are network of structure, network-like structure. Okay? This is a tube-like structure. You can see network of tubes through which the materials will be transported. They help in the transport of materials within the cell. So what is the function of endoplasmic reticulum? Endoplasmic reticulum help in the transport of materials within the cell. Clear? Everybody is clear? So what is the function of endoplasmic reticulum? Endoplasmic reticulum help in the transport of materials within the cell. Okay? Right. Now the next one, ribosomes. Ribosomes are very small organelles. They are the site of protein synthesis. Site of protein synthesis in a cell. Very good. Very important. Protein synthesis. So what is the function of ribosome? Ribosomes are the site of protein synthesis. They synthesize protein. You know, proteins are the building materials. Body building material. Our body or any cell is synthesized because of proteins. So proteins are synthesized in the ribosome. So ribosomes are called protein factories or protein site of synthesis of protein. Okay, right. Now centrosomes. Centrosomes are also called centrioles. They are present only in the animal cell, which help the cell division, cell multiplication. During cell division, they produce the spindle fibers. Spindle fibers. So centrioles helps in the formation of spindle fibers, which helps in the cell division of the cell. So centrioles help in the cell division, which is present in the animal cell. Now cilia and flagella. You have seen cilia and flagella are organs for the movement. Okay, paramecium. You have studied paramecium. In paramecium, you will see cilia. Okay, see, I am drawing the structure of paramecium. Suppose this is the paramecium, and there are small hair-like structure. Paramecium contains small hair-like structure. This hair-like structure is called cilia. So what is cilia? Hair-like structure. Small hair-like structure. In paramecium we can see it. Okay, small hair-like structure which help in the movement. Movement is also called locomotion. L-O-C-O-M-O-T-I-O-N. Locomotion. In many unicellular organisms like paramecium. Clear? Whereas flagella are long hair-like structure. Flagella are long hair-like structure. Euglena. You have seen euglena, no? It's something as euglena. So if I draw euglena, suppose euglena, they have a long hair-like structure. Long hair-like structure, euglena. So euglena contains long hair-like structure, that is flagella. So what is the function of flagella and cilia? Cilia and flagella help in the movement. Cilia are very minute and small and hair-like. And at the same time, you can see the flagella very long hair-like structure present in euglena. Clear about it? Now once again, we will be discussing about it. Okay. Now mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell. Why mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell? Because they break down and oxidize the food and releases energy. Mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell. Vacuoles are sac-like structure storing food, waste and water. Clear? Vacuoles are present in large in plant cell, whereas small in animal cell. Plastids are different organelles which are present only in the plant cells. Plastids provide different colors to the plant. Red color, brown color, orange color, yellow color. The most common type of plastics are the chloroplasts, which contain green pigment called chlorophyll. What is the importance of this chloroplast? They perform photosynthesis and synthesize food in plants. Okay, clear? Golgi body synthesize lipids for enzymes. Endoplasmic reticulum act as the they transport the materials within the cell. They transport. What they do? They transport or carry materials within the cell. Ribosomes are called site of protein synthesis. Site of protein synthesis. Centrosomes help in cell division. Cell division. Flagella and cilia help in the movement from one place to another. So these are the various organelles present in the cells.